सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ. In the last class, we completed the 17th chapter of Uddhava Gita. Parallelly, we are going Bhagavad Gita, Bhashyam also 17th chapter. Today we are going to enter the 18th chapter of Uddhava Gita. In the last chapter, 17th chapter, Lord Krishna gave one message in the last two verses, that is tolerance. One has to develop tolerance power, otherwise known as titiksha or kshama. This is the most difficult practice to be followed by a spiritual seeker, but it is worth to practice this titiksha. This titiksha is when other people insult us, criticize us, abusing us, verbally abusing, sometimes physically also. And this type of insult or disrespect, dishonor, criticism, to bear that is you require a tough mind. The tough mind alone can withstand, because as we study Vedanta Shastra, we become more sensitive towards people's behavior, towards situations. We become more and more sensitive. Because of that sensitivity, we are easily affected by other people's behavior, wrong behavior, misbehavior, by their verbally abusing words or body language of other people who hate us. Some people very nicely behave in front of us, very nicely, but at the back they do lot of what you can call spiritually uncongenial, that type of unfavorable things they perform, knowingly or unknowingly, because of their ignorance also many times. But how to tolerate this, that is going to be given in this 18th chapter. Lord Krishna knows that Uddhava's intention, how it is difficult to follow. Lord Krishna just said, if any person insults, such a climax insult he mentioned in the last class, we saw that. What are all occasions you have to withstand, develop tolerance power, unbearable also, we cannot hear those words also. But Lord Krishna said there are situations, they happen. But disapproval of that wrong behavior, how to tolerate. Tolerance is nothing to do with disapproval of the misbehavior of the person. I tolerate the other person's wrong behavior means it does not mean I accept his or her wrong behavior. If I tolerate other person's misbehavior, we should not take it as intellectually I am accepting that person's misbehavior. Never. We can never accept the misbehavior, adharmic way of unrighteous behavior of anyone. Intellectually, no one can accept. That must be very clear. I am not going to be a doormat um, for all misbehaviors of all other people. Intellectually, I disagree. This is only we have to note very carefully. Intellectually, at my buddhi level, I disagree with the misbehavior of the other person. I have a strong disapproval is there. But tolerance is Krishna talking where, how to apply this, what level. Disapproval can be expressed or need not be expressed. My disapproval, I cannot agree. My reaction towards the misbehavior of others can be expressed also or need not be expressed also. Suppose I have to express my disapproval of that misbehavior of the outside person, maybe even family members also sometimes. How to express my disapproval? Here only we have to make use of our discriminative power. The disapproval should not be impulsive, reactive, reaction, or my disapproval not in violently I should not take an action. Disapproval of the misbehavior of the other person when I want to express, that expression should not be violent. That expression should not be, need not be violent, need not be impulsive, need not be reacting method. Then what? Tolerance means I avoid violent expressions. I avoid my violent expression towards the misbehavior of that opposite person as my disapproval. I hope I am communicating properly. I am communicating properly, but the language are you following or not, it is left to you. Okay. The disapproval of my disapproval I express not in a violent manner, not an impulsive manner. In impulsive violent, what happens now? Without thinking, without giving much time, thoughtlessly I react. In violent expression of my disapproval towards that misbehavior of that person, if I do violently, my violent actions or impulsive actions are always thoughtless. Thoughtful person never go by impulsive methods or thoughtlessly, he never or she never move forward the expression. So in violent expression, it creates disharmony in the family. It is inappropriate. It creates disturbance in the family, even disturbance in the society. At individual level, family level, misbehavior of the persons, or society level, social level, organization level, whatever level it may be, at country level, we are seeing at country level so many misbehaviors of many people, of many organizations. And these people have to be tackled carefully, because misbehavior sometimes they go violently also. We cannot go violently as an expression, tit for tat. According to Dharma Shastra, to avoid the disturbance in the society, in the family, or anywhere, you have to take non-violent methods, non-impulsive methods, thoughtful methods you have to take. That is called tolerance. Tolerance means you give sufficient time to that person, like Lord Krishna gave to Kamsa. How many times Kamsa insulted Lord Krishna? Duryodhana insulted, Kamsa insulted Lord Krishna. Everybody started insulting Lord Krishna, many people. Rama was also insulted. Who is not insulted? Every human being is insulted. God himself was insulted. What to talk of ordinary human beings? At that time, I have to make use of my sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. What is that? Shatka sampatti, titiksha. Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam, that Titiksha. It is one of my qualification as a spiritual seeker. People may say that you are accepting that person misbehavior because you are quiet, you are calm, not taking any the remedies. Violently going is showing expression violently. It is a papa karma. It is a papa karma if you go violently. So therefore, tolerance means I take sufficient time to express in a proper way my disapproval. If necessary, that also I express. If that person is not at all ready to listen, what is the use of expression? Therefore, need not express. Mudhaha, there are people, dull-witted people, murkhas are there. Even you talk also, they don't listen. Therefore, what? Bear it. The time will teach lessons to them. So this is what our Dharma Shastra says. By this, what am I going to get? This tolerance power is required to develop as a spiritual seeker. If not, I get hurt inside. I am the one who is negatively taking it as a revenge, and I am what you can call hurting myself. If I take it seriously, if I take all those words into my heart, mentally I am disturbed, internally disturbed, so many ways I am disturbed. People cannot sleep also because of that insult. Go on and on, thinking, even janmas it will continue. So this type of hurt, when other people insult, it is the most difficult task unless you discriminate this I don't want to disturb by anyone's words. So my vichakshana I make use of. If I am not having Shastra, Vedanta Jnanam in my hand, Mahavakya Jnanam, as an ordinary person, I have to, so what? There are so many innocent people, so what? Let them. I am not going to lose anything, really speaking. Really speaking. If I think I am losing something, means that is my own misunderstanding, misconception. The one who does misbehavior, he alone is the loser actually. In long run, he is drastically, spiritually, he gets damaged. Really speaking, I am spiritually growing. So how to bear this tolerance, power bearing, endurance? We can call it as endurance. Otherwise, we will be more and more disturbed because we become so sensitive. As you become more sensitive and you tolerate everything, people make use of that, and they will abuse more and more. This will happen also. Therefore, Lord Krishna is going to tell us how to come out of this type of hurt and how to tolerate the misbehavior of others. So 57 and 58 of the 17th chapter, Lord Krishna presented this value. Now in this 18th chapter, Lord Krishna is going to introduce a story. That story to tell us how this tolerance to be practiced. That we are going to see in this 18th chapter. Actually, this whole chapter is called Bhikshu Gitam. Bhikshu Gita or Bhikshu Gitam. Papa Vabha. Fourth Bha. Bhikshu Gitam or Bhikshu Gita. We saw previously also Hamsa Gita, in Uddhava Gita itself, Hamsa Gita. There are many Gitas comes. So Hamsa Gita we saw, 8th chapter of Uddhava Gita. Now in 18th chapter we are seeing Bhikshu Gitam. Bhikshu Gita comes only from 43 to 58 verses. That means 16 verses, 43 to 58. These verses only in the Bhikshu Gita comes exactly. Until that time, up to 42, Lord Krishna is preparing the ground for that Bhikshu Gita. Preparing the ground until that time. In 17th chapter, apart from this message, what we saw, Lord Krishna introduced the Purusha, Prakriti, Atma, Anatma, Viveka. That Purusha, myself, Bhagavan said, one has to claim that Purusha as one's own nature. Prakriti means world, body, mind complex belongs to Anatma. One should not carried away by that Anatma, body, mind complex. One should not develop Abhimana towards Anatma. If they develop Abhimana, they will go birth to death again and again. And they will get lower janmas because of Papa Karma, higher janmas because of Punya Karma. They will not get moksha. Therefore, one has to detach from Anatma, body mind complex, Abhimana Tyagaha, and claiming that their real nature as Purusha, the Atma, the consciousness. Krishna said, that consciousness I am. I am that consciousness. But people should not mistake. When I say Krishna said he is consciousness, immediately some of you may remember Krishna consciousness. There is a group of devotees called Krishna conscious group. Krishna conscious group is nothing to do with Lord Krishna's statement of I am consciousness. Krishna said it is nothing to do with that. I don't want to talk about that Krishna consciousness group of devotees. That is different. That is why don't combine that. Here Lord Krishna says, I am Brahma Swarupam. I am pure consciousness. I am in everyone as consciousness. Therefore, all spiritual seekers, sadhakas must understand this truth. This is what Lord Krishna presented in 17th chapter. With this background, now I will enter into 18th chapter, verse number 1, page number 268. Uddhava Gita, Ramakrishna Mission book, which we are following. Badarayani Muvacha. Here, Badarayani is called Sukacharya. Badarayana means Vyasacharya. Vyasacharya's son, Badarayana, Vyasacharya, other name is called Badarayana. Badarayana's son is called Badarayani. Badarayani means Shuka Maharshi, Shukacharya. So you know that Shukacharya alone is talking about this Bhagavatam, telling this Bhagavata Katha to Parikshit. So there is a gap between Uddhava and Uddhava and Bhagavan Krishna's dialogue. there is small gap, brief gap is there. In that gap, here Shukacharya is coming as a master of ceremony. So he is telling the dialogue between Krishna and Uddhava. So in the first shloka, that is the Shuka Uvacha. Here in this book, they have written Badarayani Uvacha. Either it is Badarayani or Shuka Uvacha, both are one and the same. Shukacharya report what Lord Krishna, how Lord Krishna is, how his dialogue with Uddhava, that simply he gives. I will read the first shloka. Saiva sita Uddhavena Bhagavata Mukhyena Dasharha Mukhyaha Sabhajayan Bhrutyavacho Mukundaha Tamabhavashe Shravaniya Viryaha. The description of Lord Krishna given by Shukacharya here. First, we can take Mukunda. Mukundaha. Lord Krishna is known as Mukundaha, the one who is the giver of moksha. Mukunda. Nice, sweet name of Lord Krishna. There are so many bhajans on this Mukunda name of Lord Krishna. And another description of Lord Krishna is Dasharha. Dasharha Mukhyaha. Dasharha means Yadava family. Yadava family, one of the Yadava name is Dasharha. So that's why Yadava family gets the name Dasharha family. So this Dasharha family, who is Mukhyaha? VIP. VIP in Yadava family, we know the VIP is Lord Krishna. So another description for Lord Krishna is Dasharha Mukhyaha, the VIP of a very important person in the Yadava family. Mukundaha, Dasharha Mukhyaha. Not only that, Bhagavata Mukhyaha. Bhagavata Mukhyaha. Bhagavata Mukhyaha means Bhagavad Bhaktaha. This is for Uddhava. So Uddhava also praised and Lord Krishna also glorified. Another description for Lord Krishna is fourth line, last word. Shravaniya Viryaha, whose glory is worth to listen. Shravaniya Viryaha, Krishna's glories are worth listening. Krishna is one whose glories are worth listening. Shravaniya Viryaha, Mukundaha, Dasharha Mukhyaha. Then what? Evam Uddhavena Bhagavata Mukhyena Ashamshitaha. Lord Krishna is one who is Dasharha Mukhyaha, Mukundaha, Shravaniya Viryaha. What Lord Krishna did? Uddhavena, with Uddhava, who is Bhagavata Mukhyaha. Bhagavata Mukhyena Uddhavena, who is a great Bhakta, Bhagavad Bhakta. Bhagavad Bhakta is called Bhagavata Mukhyaha. That is why whoever talk about Ramayana, Bharata, Bhagavata, Kadhakar, Bhagavatar ani peru. Bhagavatar. Why they are called Bhagavatar? Because they talk about Ramayana, Bhagavan Rama they talk about. In Mahabharata, they talk about Krishna. In Bhagavata, they talk about Krishna, Bhagavan. So Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, only they talk about, that's why they are called Bhagavata. Because they are the bhaktas, devotees of Lord. Therefore, Bhagavatamukhyena Uddhavena Saha Evam Ashamsitaha. Arjuna Uddhava may be thought of like this, how difficult it is to follow this tolerance. This tolerance is very, very difficult. Being thus asked by Ashamsitaha means being asked by in this manner. In this manner, Lord Krishna praised his servant Sabhajayan Bhrutyavachaha. Lord Krishna, without disappointing Uddhava, respecting Uddhava's words. Sabhajayan means respecting the Uddhava's question. And he spoke to Uddhava. Bhagavan Krishna respected Uddhava's question. And having respected his question, without saying that Uddhava, teaching is over, you can go back, and Krishna didn't say that. That is why tam ababhashe. Ababhashe means bhash dhatu, atmanepadi, lit. Bhagavan Krishna spoke. Lit means past tense. Spoke in this manner. Evam ashamsitaha uddhavena bhagavata mukhyena sabhajayan bhrutyavachaha. Bhrutyavachaha means, bhrutya means here bhaktaha. Bhagavad bhaktaha, bhrutyaha. That with that Uddhava, Bhagavan Krishna spoke to him in this manner. What Bhagavan Krishna said, next verse, second verse. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Barhaspatya vai natra sadhur vai durjaneritaihi duruktair bhinnamatmanam yas samadhanamishvara yes samadhatumishvarah. Barhapatyah saha barhapatyah. The Lord said the disciple of Uddhava is the disciple of Brihaspati. Barhapatyah means the disciple of Brihaspati. Duruktaihi bhinnam atmanam. Atmanam duruktaihi bhinnam. Hey Uddhava, as I said in 17th chapter about tolerance power, kshama, titiksha, when other persons insults us, criticize us, abuse us, how duruktaihi, with bad words, abusing words, duruktaihi, bhinnam atmanam. When the heart is shattered, hridayam, heart and hridayam, mind is shattered. Bhinnam means when the harsh words are heard. Whether many times we say, I never thought of he will talk like that, he will blame me like this. Who will thought of? Nobody will thought. Every time, everybody's appreciation only we think of. Nobody thought of other person's abusing behavior or harsh words. Nobody will imagine actually. Because after coming only we come to know outside when they talk. So that type of words when they hear Atmanam Bhinnam, that Atma here self-reflexive pronoun. When the words hurt oneself, wounded by the words Durjanaihi Iritaihi. Bad people misbehaving, the wrong behavior people, evil-minded people, durjanaihi iritaihi. Iritai means uttered by who do not have empathy, sympathy at all. Durjanas are those people who never have sympathy, empathy. Empathy means a capacity to be concerned about others' feelings is called empathy. Capacity to be concerned or to discern, to know the feelings of others, what they think, how they feel, if I talk like that, that is called empathy. After empathy, when you have capacity to discern the feelings of others, you will show the sympathy. Empathy will lead to sympathy. Pavam, ayyo, like that you say. Three types of mannerisms. Pavam, ayyo, like that we say. That is called sympathy. Sympathy is expressed one. Empathy is invisible, unexpressed inside. Therefore, empathy, sympathy. Without empathy, sympathy cannot come. Without sympathy, you cannot be called as a human being. Every human being will have a sympathy. Even animals are having sympathy. But some human beings do not have sympathy, empathy at all. They are called durjanas, bad people. What they do, yaha samadhatum ishvaraha, sadhurvai yaha samadhatum ishvaraha na saha na atra vidyate. Vidyate, you have to supply. Lord Krishna says, hey Uddhava, withstanding, tolerating, endurance, with endurance, it is very difficult to see a person samadhatum ishvaraha, means the one who is capable of controlling himself or herself over others' behavior. When other people misbehave, one who is having control, capable of controlling his mind without any repercussions, without any retard immediately, without taking any violent measures. Such type of people. Samadhatu means withstanding. Withstanding. Ishvaraha means here not Lord. Ishvaraha means capable, master. Master of his mind when other people insult. When everybody is normal, we are also normal. We are not disturbed at all. When the situation comes only, we come to know. And we go on and on talking about that person. This person said like this person said like this, and go on and on we talk. But this a person who is having tolerance power will never replay that dialogues of those people, misbehaved people, again with others. Very, very difficult. This person who is having tolerance power will never replay. Replay means in his own mind, replaying them and reproducing through words with the third person. A titikshu never does that. That is why very difficult to find. Na atra vidyate. On this earth, it is very, very difficult, Uddhava, to see such a person. Samadhatum ishvaraha durjanaihi duruktaihi bhinnam atmanam samadhatum ishvaraha saha na atra vidyate. In this world, very difficult to find such a person. Very difficult to find such a person, but that such people are there still today. There are such people who are having tremendous tolerance power. There are people, but Krishna himself accepted, agreed. Very difficult it is Very, very difficult. Uddhava, I accept, I agree with you. I agree with you. What is Uddhava's doubt, Lord Krishna, infer, அனுமானம். உத்தவாக்கு என்ன நினைக்கிறா, எப்படி தான் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுறது இந்த வேல்யூ. பட் உத்தவா லவ்ஸ் டு ஃபாலோ தட். உத்தவா is having liking to follow that titiksha, kshama guna, because he knows the value of that. But how very difficult it is to follow, how to follow. Just Uddhava having that doubt, Lord Krishna is answering. न तथा तप्यते विद्धः पुमान् बाणैः सुमर्मगैः यथा तु दन्तिमर्मस्थाः ह्यसतां पुरुषेशवः. Lord Krishna giving the description of the power, the intensity of those abusing words. When people do put an apavada, apavada means what? That which you have not done, they're blaming. Blaming words, people talk. How difficult those words comparing to the Lord Krishna says, beautiful comparison. This is, we also use that. தமிழில் கூட இருக்கு, தெலுங்குல இருக்க ஒரு பழமொழி, proverb is there also. See, outside arrows, once a person hit the other person by arrow, other person will get wound, outside wound, hand or leg or anywhere. Wound may happen because of that arrows piercing the body. Viddha tapyante. There is a pain, lot of burning sensation, fear, pain is there. But that pain is nothing, Uddhava, in front of these abusing words. Parusha Ishavaha. The words which are very harsh words are coming like an arrows. Very powerful than outside arrow hurting the body. Physical body hurting arrows are nothing in front of the words which are hurting arrows are very powerful. This wound may go after some time, this scar may go after some time, after few days, few years. But the scar inside that happened because of the harsh words of whom, I don't want to tell the names. A lot of harsh words by other co-member of the family or neighbor. If you have good neighbors, you are so fortunate. If you don't have good neighbors, means bad prarabdha, prabala prarabdha. Prabala prarabdha and durbala prarabdha, there are two types of prarabdha. Okay, prabala prarabdha you can withstand. Durbala prarabdha you can withstand and it will go away. But prabala prarabdha will shake you like anything in that. That is what he says. Look into the shloka now. Asatam purusha ishavaha. Arrows like words. Purusha means parusha, sorry. Purusha ille parusha. Parusha means harsh words. Parusha ishavaha. Arrows like harsh words. Asatam, by those people. Asata means durjanas, evil-minded people, bad people. When those words are there hurting us, yatha tudanti marmasthaha. Yada marmasthaha yatha tudanti. Marmasthaha means organs, limbs of the body. Limbs of the body. Marmasthaha means where the prana easily go away. They hurt those points on heart and like stomach, head. They know if I put this arrow, immediately this person will die. They are called, that parts are called, limbs are called marmasthaha. Secret life points, we can say. Marmasthaha yatha tudanti. Tudanti, they, tudanti means give pain. No, no. They give pain. Tudanti means they cut almost. They cut. Cut means heart burning and heart burning. Tudanti. Tatha, similarly, tatha, बाणैः सुमर्मगैः बाणैः पुमान् विद्धः सुमर्मगैः बाणैः पुमान् विद्धः न तप्यन्ते. Here vanaihi, vani means words we can take. Puman, na tapyate, na tapyate. He will not get hurt even when the first one is called banaihi. Banaihi. So first one is dashtanta, second line is drishtanta. So second line is second line is dashtanta, first line is drishtanta. Drishtanta means puman banaihi sumarmagaihi. A person was hit by arrows towards some of the limbs of the body. Na tapyate tatha. Viddha means hit by. Na tapyate, he will not be having that much pain. Yatha, just like the words Parusha Ishavaha, Asatam Parusha Ishavaha, those words of that evil minded people, how much they hurt. Tudanti, na tadha tudanti. So, yatha tudanti, tadha na tudanti. Yatha tudanti means yatha parusha, yatha banaihi sumarmagaihi tapyante viddhaha tapyate na tadha parusha ishavaha yatha Parusha Ishavaha tudanti tatha banaihi na tapyate. Banaihi na tapyate. Parusha Ishavaha and bana, arrows are compared. So banam hit to the body, wound is nothing in front of words are used by that opposite person towards us. They are more painful. இது ரொம்ப எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண தேவையில்லை, தெரியும் சுவாமினி, நன்னா தெரியும். We have faced in our life. Therefore, everybody faced in their life one stage of life, not always, at one stage of life, everybody face. Next verse, Lord Krishna giving the description. For that there is a one story, Arjuna, Uddhava, I will tell you about that story of a person. कथयन्ति महत्पुण्यम् इतिहासमिहोद्धव तमाह वर्णयिष्यामि निबोध सुसमाहितः केनचिद् भिक्षुणा गीतं परिभूतेन दुर्जनैः स्मरता धृतियुक्तेन विपाकं निज कर्मणाम्. Now, हे Uddhava, first line, fourth verse. हे Uddhava, iha. Iha means with regard to this tolerance power, this topic, iha. Kathayanti, people talk, people tell a story. People tell a story. Mahat punyam itihasam. Mahat punyam itihasam. great, wonderful story is said by our great people. Itihasam, Mahat Punyam Itihasam means very holy story. It is very great, wonderful to listen. Tam aham varnayishyami. I will tell you about that. I will describe about that story to you. Aham tam varnayishyami. Nibodha susamahitaha. May you listen. Susamahitaha, attentively. Hey Uddhava, may you listen to my words, which are very, very interesting about that story, which is said in our Itihasa with regard to this tolerance, power, titiksha or kshama gunam. May you listen from me attentively. Aham varnayishyami. In this fifth verse, second line, small correction. Dhruti yuktena. And yukta is there, yuktana is there, it is yuktena. Dhruti yuktena. Kenachit bhikshuna. Bhikshuna gitam. Bhikshuna gitam. Vipakam nijakarmanam. Nijakarmanam vipakam bhikshuna gitam. So nijakarmanam vipakam means karma phala, one's own karma phala. About their one's own karma phala. There is kenachit bhikshuna. By a person who is kenachit bhikshuna means my karma alone is the cause for my suffering. Nobody is cause for my suffering. Even though those people are directly involved in my suffering, but really speaking, they are not a real cause for my suffering. My bad prarabdha, my karma phalam, that is vipakam nijakarmanam, in the form of my karma phalam, those karmas which are his own karma phalam. Nijakarmana means his own karmas in the form of nijakarmanam vipakam. Vipakam means phalam. His own karmas in the form of result, bitter experiences, in the form of bitter experience, bitter anubhava, kasap anubhava. Kenachit bhikshuna gitam. By Gita means here not singing, Gita means said by one bhikshu, one brahmana bhikshu sannyasi. What is that regarding what? Paribhutena durjanaihi smarata. Remembering that paribhutaha means what? Insulted, avamanitaha. Avamanitaha paribhutena durjanaihi, by those bad people. Tyagaraja wrote one kirtan also. Durmargacharadhamulanu Mannimpane, and Vijayanagari Ragam it is, I think. Very nice kirtana it is. Tyagaraja mentioned in his many places also about this Durjana, what type of behavior and all. Smarata dhruti yuktena. Dhruti yuktena. The person remembers. Oh, one person ill-treated by the other wicked person, and who tolerated dhruti yuktena, with patience, with more willpower, considering it as his own bad prarabdha. without blaming others. This is very common in our ancestors' lifestyle. They say தமிழில் கூட சொல்லுவோமே நான் என்னோட தலையெழுத்து தமிழில் in தெலுங்குல is a தலராத்தா தலராத்தான்னு என்ன அர்த்தம் this experience you have to undergo because this is your karma phalam. That is why whenever they get any pain, any suffering in their life, my bad time, and they say my bad luck, my bad time, bad prarabdha. These are the words people used to utter previously, not now. Nowadays only showing other towards others, but that is not true. They are only instrument, either through the wife or son or daughter or mamayar, mother-in-law or brother-in-law, whoever. They are only instruments. All your karma phalam comes through them only. Somebody must be there to hurt you. Otherwise, how can you get that karma phalam, suffering? Karma phala straight away, it will not come to you only. It will come through a person, through a situation. So immediately we say, yeah, this person alone is the cause. No. If you think and analyze, this is really a great analysis. Without much education, our ancestors, people, great Pati, Patata, all these are our people, never blame others. My talarata, my bad prarabdha of previous janma, I am undergoing. This is called maturity. Wise person అని అర్థం. వైజ్ అన్న ఆత్మ జ్ఞానం వరకు పోవేండ நார்மலாகவே அந்த அளவுக்கு கொஞ்சம் திங்கிங் இருந்தால் போதும். அந்த திதிக்ஷா பேஷியன்ஸ். இப்போ இந்த காலத்தில் என்னென்னா ரொம்ப குறைச்சல் அந்த பேஷியன்ஸ், தாங்கிக்கிற சக்தி, என்டூரன்ஸ் பவர், க்ஷமா குணம், மன்னிக்கிறது, ஃபர்கிவ்னஸ் ரொம்ப 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 கம்மி இப்போ people, because the Bhagavad Bhakti, Bhagavan words, your karma phala only coming to you. Why you are shouting unnecessarily, blaming others? Undergo with that pain. So Adida in Bhikshu told that Paribhutena Durjanaihi Smarata Dhrutiyuktena. This Bhikshu is one who withstood towards those people's behavior and how he expressed, whether he expressed or not. If he expressed, how he expressed. If he has not expressed his disapproval towards others, how he managed without expressing. That is called Bhikshu Gitam. That story I am going to tell you. Hey Uddhava. Next verse 6. अवन्तिषु द्विजः कश्चित् आसीदाढ्यतमः श्रिया वार्तावृत्तिः कदर्यस्तु कामी लुब्धोति कोपनः ज्ञातं योऽथिति यत्तस्य वाङ्मात्रेणापि नार्चिताः शून्यावसथ आत्मापि काले कामैरनर्चितः. Lord Krishna continues the biography of Bhikshu, life history of Bhikshu. Who is that Bhikshu? Bhikshu is one Avantishu. Avanti is a place. Avanti Nagaram. Malwa region is called Malwa region. North India it comes. Malwa region. In that place, Dvijaha, one Brahmana, Dvijaha was there. What he did, Kaschit Asit, there was one Brahmana was there in that Avanti Nagaram. What type of person he is? You see, Kaschit Asit Adhyatamaha Shriya Vartavrittihi Kadaryaha. He was doing a business. Vartavrittihi means business. He was doing business. He has a lot of money. Shriya, wealth was there. Lot of wealth was there. Adhyatamaha means very, very gamand. In Hindi say gamand, na? Lot of pride. Adhyatamaha. Very rich and but very, very arrogant. Kadaryaha means parapidanam, hurting others. Parapidana parayanaha. Kadaryaha, giving pain to others. Not only that, kami lubdhaha atikopanaha. See how many evil traits are there. Kami means desirous of earning money, lot of money, lot of desires are there for him. Lubdhaha, greedy. Atikopanaha, very highly short tempered. Poduma. இப்படிப்பட்ட traits irukku, characteristics. What are that? Because of that characteristics, how he behaves. Gnatayaha atithayaha tasya dijasya, of that brahmana dvijaha, tasya gnatayaha, relatives, atithayaha, guests. Vangmatrenapi narchitaha, he never respect his relatives, he never invite them, never offer food, because he has got a lot of money, he has earned a lot of money, everything is there, but he never invited any guest, he never conduct any festivals inviting his relatives, never he did like that. Vang matrenapi, even by word also, at least vango, ukarungo, in a veetuku vango, verbally also he never said. Vang matrenapi na architaha. Architaha. All relatives and friends were not honored by this person, even by words also. Where is the question of directly respecting them? Even by words also, verbally he disrespected them. Physically also he never invited them. At least he is happy. Can he be happy? He enjoyed his money without giving others, relatives, family members, friends and all, without giving to them. Only at least he has enjoyed. In the second line, Shunya avasatha atmapi, reflexive pronoun. He himself also remain aloof. Avasatha means lived in his house alone. Alone means people are there in the family, but he never care for them, he never respect them, he never give anything to them also. Atmapi shunyavasatha kale kamaihi anarchitaha. He is not enjoyed by himself also. He never ate nice food, nice dress, பணம் நிறைய இருக்கு, ஆனாலும் he never fulfilled his nice desires. நல்ல சாப்பிடலாம், நல்ல துணி கட்டிக்கலாம், நிறைய கம்ஃபர்ட்ஸ் வச்சுக்கலாம், அதையும் கூட இல்லை. Neither he give to others to enjoy, nor he enjoys. He never did that. That means he never spend money, because he is a lubdha, greedy person, never spend anything for others' sake. So the family members are also very angry. Wife, children, all of them are very angry with this person. Such a person is there in Avantipuram. So Thodarum, next week serial episode start. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.